Blessed morning, everyone. Happy Friday, TGIF. I'm here in East Granby, Connecticut at the old Newgate Prison and Copper Mine. This was the first state prison in the nation. It was opened as a prison in 1773. Prior to that, it was strictly a copper mine until the copper deposits became too difficult to retrieve. Let's check it out.
Hello there. And so they start here in the top in 1707, and their methodology is blasting. They're using gunpowder to open up this space. Yes, indeed. And each of these semicircular indentations, they're not making any money. And then the colony of Connecticut decides to repurpose this space as a prison, and it's right here where you and I are standing. That all is yet to come. And as we follow along this distinctive banding of malachite, you can see that backwards.
I'm here inside the copper mine at Old Newgate Prison, enjoying a nice guided tour. This is very cool.
A paltry amount, only 60 grains, and that would have been down here in a paper cartridge about the size of a cigar. And then they're going to have up here, they're going to have paper wadding, and that is going to be packed in, and that is going to force the blast to go laterally through the rock rather than up and out the hole, and they're going to surmount it all with a wick of either goose or turkey feather, some large bird that would then, the center of that would be filled with gunpowder. They're going to run it down to the cartridge, and then they're going to get down there with their flint and steel because matches hadn't been invented yet. But it's going to come off like an iceberg off the end of the glacier, and then swells from about a half a dozen to a little bit over 80. Other places bursting at the seam, necessitating a commensurate beefing up of the infrastructure, so they dig this well in order to accommodate those folks, plus the 24 guards, plus the civilian employees, and whoever else might have been here at the time. Now, they're also sending folks here from the Continental Army who had been court-martialed, and General Washington begins to send them here as early as the fall of 1775, people whom he referred to as being flagrant and atrocious villains who can be by no means set at liberty. His words, not mine.
Now passing through a section of the mine that even I had to duck to get through.